Hello and welcome to Real Hi-Fi Help. Let me show you in this video a glimpse of the future. I'm pretty sure that what you're going to see here is a glimpse of the future and kind of understanding the level of quality that goes through this company called AudioNote. Let me just quickly show you this small clip here, which I'm actually surprised has been released to the public, but yeah, there's something called Audio Federation. Check those guys out. I don't know who they are, but yeah, they released this piece of video here. Let me just go back to, what was it, 6 minutes 50, something like this. Look at this.
Probably happen sooner or later. So you can see we sit on rather a nice chunk of valves here. We got technology coming. I mean, the DAC technology is the next job that Darko is going to be doing. Is work on what we call the valve volume control, which basically where we use a valve as both the gain stage and the volume control.
Now, I don't know anything about engineering, but just listen to this.
So it simplifies. I mean, we got a prototype.
So you don't even have to really, you don't even
I mean,
have
the
traditional
prototype, which was based on an M2, beat the M10 signature.
Just want to put that in perspective. M2 is like almost the lowest level of AudioNote preamp. He said it beats the M10 signature on most points. It's just crazy. Want to hear you guys. What do you think about that?
In most respects. So there's a quantum leap available there. This is what I mean.
And the volume control makes a huge difference.
Oh, the volume.
I mean, it's like,
but it'll also be remote control, so people will be very happy. You know, all these couch potatoes that can afford to buy all this shit. You know.
Classic Peter Quadro. He is a funny character. Also, listen to this. I just find that mind-boggling. You know, like, wow, that sounds like a really big thing that will again. You know, I mean, already now I would say AudioNote DACs are just from like a totally different planet. Once you combine that in the proper system, do it properly, you get access to a crazy deep natural world. But he's talking about something that's going to make it a hell of a lot better. So that's exciting. That's exciting. Let me just show you this clip here from Peter here, what he said.
Can't figure out what it is. It wasn't very expensive, about £800. We have, I mean, there's over 1 million valves in stock. So it's crazy. But this is where, you know, as you hear me say this all the time, I have no respect for the rest of the industry. I think they're just toy manufacturers. I don't think they invest in anything. I don't think they have no real concept of where the improvements might lie. It's all sort of tinkering at the edges. They don't go in and look at anything. I mean, I can show you in my office, we've got, we're working on a new resistive material. Because tantalum is by far the best sounding anybody uses now. But the best sounding, probably the best sounding resistive material called niobium. There's only one mineable deposit in the world.
I was going to say, if you go into these, the rare earth elements.
Yeah. But that's the point that.
I guess you don't really need that much per resistor.
No, you don't. And I mean, there is quite a large deposit in Brazil of niobium. It's owned by the world's most secretive corporation called CBMM. It's in Corporate Watch, or whatever the hell they're called, Corporate Responsibility Watch or something, of which I'm a member of. I'm sure I'm on lots of lists, so I should be shot. So that probably happen sooner or later.
I just like the way that Peter thinks, the depth that he goes into, trying to get the best resistors, and then just like going past that level, just going deeper and deeper and deeper into it. I really like that, and also how he kind of, compares AudioNote to the rest of the industry. I wouldn't say that counts for all the companies, but I would say that is a pretty fair description of most of the industry, without a doubt. But there are still some few companies that do some things that are pretty much up there. But also later on, try and find this video here from Audio Federation and just look at the whole thing from start to end. It's a very good insight into how he runs his business. And I think that a lot of critics out there will then look at it and say like, oh, it's a fire hazard, and oh, it's so messy in English and stuff like that. No. What you're looking at is a mad scientist and his gang of scientists that are working basically against the industry, going into a much deeper level. They're not into surface cosmetics and makeup and all of this fake stuff. They're the real guys, okay? When you deal with brilliant people, you don't have neat desks and everything looking nice and and presentable and joking around and here and there and being so overly nice and sweet and stuff like that. No. You're dealing with real people when you're dealing with AudioNote. And I just really, truly appreciate that there's still somebody left in this industry that's doing this, I know Peter, and then I know I would say two other guys that think in this way. It's mostly just Peter who thinks in this way, and together with Andy Grove and his rest of his team, Darko, that he mentioned. But I just find it admirable. And again, I remember listening to a beta version of an R2R DAC that you will see in one of his videos when you look at Peter's own setup on YouTube. It's some kind of video. I think I included that in one of my... just go and look for that on my channel. That DAC there, I've never heard anything coming close to that. Even the AudioNote DACs that we can buy currently, yeah, they're pretty close, but still far away from this R2R DAC standard that I heard when it was in beta test. It wasn't even properly put together, because it costs a ridiculous amount of money when that fails. But so I've heard some of the stuff that AudioNote is working on, some of the stuff that hasn't yet been released. And I really hope that... Yeah, I also heard from other technicians that this field coiled driver technology that he's working on, which is again based on old technology, just like the El Nico drivers that are in the AudioNote speakers. I've heard that is apparently going to be a major breakthrough when that gets revealed. Also, if AudioNote one day are able to stabilize this R2R DAC technology, because so far nobody has really been able to produce proper R2R DACs where it's at this crazy level where they're using resistors that are costing several hundred, several thousands of dollars per piece, Right now we're just using these, pretend R2R DACs that, have this fake analog suppressed sound, and that of course sounds a lot better than a lot of other regular stuff that people use. But just saying, it's crazy the stuff that goes on in Peter Qualtorp's head, the mad scientist ideas that this guy has. I know that these things are gonna totally revolutionize the industry and make audio note distance themselves even more. Right now they're like at a firm number one place. Does that mean that other companies are not worth trying? No, I wouldn't say so. There's still some individual companies with some individual products that are good here and there, but I mean, guys, we're talking about a handful or two handful of companies, and you still have to pick out certain products that are good. It's not all the stuff that they make that's good. But what I'm trying to say is that, man, do I just hope that we can within the next couple of years get a hold of this crazy good sound. So yeah, that's basically the point of this video. Check out the full version of this clip. I think it's a great insight into Peter Qualtorp, how he thinks. He's really, he's almost, I would say he's even more crazy than me, looking at these clips. And I mean that in a good way, meaning that he's on point. He's trying to uncover this hidden sound that a lot of other companies will steer around, like he says, working around the fringes. So yeah, I hope he succeeds with that, and that all of these projects, which is a fraction of the stuff that he's really working on, all in all. But I hope that all this stuff that I've mentioned here, that within the next couple of years that we will be able to witness that. I'm very much looking forward to hearing that technology. I definitely heard the potential there. And my God, is there, it's like a whole other world waiting on the other side. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys, because we always, with YouTube and the internet, we always talk about, surface-like stuff, fringe-like stuff, So I just wanted to kind of bring this on my channel. Yeah, so that's me logging off. Have a nice day. Bye.